Right, hello. Those of you who may have seen some of my video blogs before, this might be a little bit different, but I've decided to change things up a little bit in how I present them, make them a bit more fluid, a bit more real to what my angling is actually about. And most of that is real short sessions after work or before work or around my life. So it's now 2:20 on Thursday. I finished work a bit early and weather's prime. So I've got the Topwater gear in the car, lures and a rod, and I'm going to go and see if I can catch some bass. So I'll catch you up when I get to the river and I'll see you then. Look at the state of my truck. This is what happens when you can't decide what type of fishing you're going to be doing. You pack everything. So I've got all my carp gear, I've got a bit of boat gear left in there from the weekend, some beach gear, and tucked down the side there is my lure rod and my lure bag just sort of poking out here. I reckon I've probably got everything in there, got everything covered. I suppose we'll see when we get to the river. Right, like I said earlier, this is the first time I'm going to be sort of changing the style of my video blogs, making them a bit more true to my fishing, and it really is. A lot of my fishing is a couple of hours in and out, working around work, working around my family, and I want to sort of try and convey that in a bit more of a true light. A lot of these blogs I've done before, I watched back and I wasn't really happy with the end result. It was a bit too structured and didn't really convey my fishing, and it wasn't very interesting if I'm being completely honest. So I'm going to make my blogs a lot shorter, a lot more concise, and try and give you a true representation of my fishing and how things work for me. So stick with me for a little while, because it's going to take me a little while to find my feet and work out any hiccups with this new style, and hopefully it produces something interesting and worthy of watching. But if you've got any suggestions on how you think I should do them, or anything I can add to make them better, then please comment below, and I'd be really interested to see what you've got to say. Well, I don't know how much you're about to hear of this because it's quite windy. We're now at the river. I don't know if you can see it, but the water is like chocolate, so I'm not fancying my chances much. Nevertheless, as the tide drops, the clarity reappears a little bit. So it's worth a little go, see what happens. If anything else, it's nice to be out. So I'll have a few casts once I'm going to wade out a fair way, because there is like a line on the colour, so if I can get out far enough and get beyond that colour, it might be worth a shot. But we'll see how we get on. Well, that's not a good start. Does seem to be quite a bit of this stringy, lettucey leaf in the water. Weed, I should say. It's not boding well, but then it could all change as the tide drops away and the wind's meant to drop. So we'll have a go for a little while. It's quite unnerving wading this water when you can't see your feet and you're only knee deep. I think at the moment, at least, head and brick wall come to mind. We'll have a go. Casting into a headwind isn't helping either. At least the sun's come out. And the lure seems to be working fairly well, even in this chop, which is quite nice. Oh dear, that's not what we wanted. Like I said, casting into a headwind, not a good start. got lovely action on it, but I'm wondering it might be better off going something a little less subtle, a bit more noise, a bit of a brighter colour. I'm not going to bring a hell of a lot of lures with me when I'm doing this kind of thing, because say I'm up to my waist in water, so I can't carry loads of lures with me. I think I've probably got half a dozen or 8, and to be fair, they're all fairly similar. The water is very shallow here, even as far out as I am, so I'm still only up to my waist. Until you get out, I don't know if you see that red buoy out there, until you get out to sort of there, the water depth doesn't really change that much, maybe a couple of foot difference. Water out there, I don't know how much that you can see. Look at that. See how clear it is. Sometimes it's deceiving. The contrast between the mud that we're fishing at the moment and that out there looks great, but when you get closer to it, it isn't that much difference. Could just be the angle of the light hitting it makes it look a bit clearer than it is. Weed is becoming annoying. I'm also using a lure that I've not used before, and I don't know, I like to be able to see a lure I'm using in water first and sort of judge the action, so I know how fast to retrieve, how to retrieve, how deep it dives. In this water I can't even see, even dragging it in front of me, I can't even see the lure, so it doesn't bode well for my confidence either. Right, I don't suppose we're going to give it too much longer. It's pretty much dead low tide now, there's not any run at all, which is quite nice. It means there's also no weed coming through, but I do think fish like a bit of tide to feed, and I don't fancy hanging around to wait for it to get going again. I think as soon as that flood kicks in, it's going to kick up again, and the colour will just get worse and worse as the tide progresses. It's been a frustrating session really, because I was hurt, even though I knew the conditions weren't great, it had potential to be good. There's been a lot of fish caught in the river recently. I had a few, or I had one and missed a few a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a photo of that one in here, just to show I do know what I'm doing to an extent, although some would argue that was a lucky fish. There definitely was fish here. A friend of mine came earlier in the week and saw some fish. He didn't hook up, but did saw some fish. It's frustrating, very frustrating. It's funny when you lure fishing, there's always that expectancy. It's always that, I don't know, you expect to take on every cast. Even when you've been fishing for hours and might have had 100 casts or 200 casts, that next cast you always expect that's it, that's going to be the one. You watch the lure work and you think, how can a fish resist that? And you just expect it just to blow up. And I've expected that in the last 100 casts, but it hasn't happened. But it's the old fisherman's proverb, it only takes a minute or a second. And you've got to hook that one fish, and it could be, there's a very good chance of being a double figure bass in there. Or I wouldn't say very good, there is a chance of it being a double figure bass.
or anyone is a fish of a lifetime. I've never had something anything like that big, or a flipping bass anything like that big. So definitely a fish of a lifetime for me. Tiny little mussels in the weed. I'll try and show you that. Just picking the weed off of my lure. Those little black dots you can see. Oh no, they're little snails. Little tiny water snails. Strange, I don't think we've got. I guess the baby whelks or winkles maybe. Never seen that before. All the weed I've picked up my lures today as well, and I hadn't. It's the first time I've seen that. I just sort of felt it as I was picking the weed off my lure. Yeah, I don't know. You always, like I was saying, you always sort of feel expectant when you're chucking the lure around. Especially when you've got it working well and you can see it, and especially when it's a surface lure. You can see it just sort of skimming across the surface and getting the right action on it, and you're just expecting something just to go smash. But I think today it's a lot of hope and not a lot of results. Well, it weren't meant to happen today, the fish weren't playing, the clarity wasn't great, but we tried, we gave it a good few hours. Both of us fished hard, but it just wasn't meant to happen. I think we learnt a bit. Smaller tides, calmer weather, and our fortunes might have been a bit better. We're going to wind it up now. We was going to fish into dark, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the fish are here. So we're going to wind it up now, and make our way home, and I'll try again maybe a couple of weeks time, wait for some smaller tides and some better weather. But next week, got out on the boat, got the Thames Estuary Boat Comp, so I'll take the cameras along with me for that, try and get a bit of footage, and hopefully get some fish next time. Thanks for watching.